That's kind of pretty with the prickly poppy right there.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm trying to teach her how to be a Texan. She's not cooperating with me. I was just trying to teach her the etiquette for pulling to the shoulder and letting people by. She got all distracted by horses and prickly poppies. See what I'm dealing with here? Anyhow, it's Perry Angela Wickham and Kathy Alba of BluebonnetLove.com. We are on day 1. Take number 35 of our first Bluebonnet Frolic of the 2016 Texas Bluebonnet season. And no, we are not being endorsed by Starbucks. I'm just waving this around because it's cold right now. Anyhow, we have come southwest of San Antonio to the area we affectionately have dubbed the Wildflower Fiesta Crescent, which is, we're actually touring the western half of it, which would be anything west of Highway 16 that drops south of San Antonio over to Highway 90 that goes west of San Antonio through Castroville and Hondo out to Del Rio. Well, last year this was Wildflower Fiesta Ground Zero. Kathy, how's it doing this year?
Not good.
Not good. Except for one exception.
The paintbrush.
Well, okay,
the paintbrush
except
are really
for
pretty.
2 exceptions then. Number 1, we went and checked on our triple OMG field at Natalia, which is off of Interstate 35 between San Antonio and Divine. And that field is located on the eastern frontage road of Interstate 35 at County Road 6722. Last year, it was triple OMG. Yes, there are still bluebonnets blooming on that field this season, but it is not as extensive as it was last season. If you are traveling the I-35 corridor southwest of San Antonio on your way to Laredo, it is definitely worth the stop. If you are in the San Antonio area and you're looking for a Sunday drive, it is worth the Sunday drive. If you live further than anywhere in the San Antonio area, it's a nice field. If you happen to be over here, check it out. But we would not make a trip from Houston or Austin even for that field. What do you think? You agree?
I agree.
Okay. So right now we are on FM 476 headed west out of Poteet on our way to the Somerset area. And it's not very good. We'll say that. So we have gone back to 2 different fields that were OMG fields last season, and there are some bluebonnets on there, but the quantity, we would just go ahead and say there are no bluebonnets on those fields. Agree?
I agree.
Yes. I took some comparison videos to show you guys how radically different Texas bluebonnet fields can be from one season to the other, and you will be astounded. So for those of you who always think that you can write us and say, where's the best bluebonnet field year after year after year, and think that they're blooming there all the time, you're wrong. And this is why we don't, or we haven't published fields or routes or trails so that people think that there is going to be bluebonnets blooming there, because this isn't how it works. And it's why we always have to chase and hunt
Every year.
Because the locations change all the time. So now, the second exception to this area this year is Indian paintbrushes. They're putting on a show down here, so if you want to come down and see them, come on down. Now, the one caveat we'd say is we have not seen, except for the OMG field on FM 476 in Man Road, as you're headed west out of Poteet, which we are passing right now as we're talking about it. That could be a field that you could get some really pretty shots, especially panoramics and things like that. It's big. I would say that's a good 20 acres of Indian paintbrushes. Might not be as thick of them as it was last season. But other than that, there are the fields of paintbrushes, but they're not in a very picturesque situation, right? So we're going to head out of this area as soon as we stop off and see a private landowner, take a look at their land. Then we're going to head over to Castroville to take a look at the poppies and get some sunset shots of the poppies over in Castroville. Other than that, we are going to call this area southwest of San Antonio, west of Highway 16, east of Highway 90, and north of FM 173 or Highway 173. I can't remember what its designation is. This is a no-go area for the 2016 Texas Bluebonnet season. It is nothing like it was last season. So that concludes our report for day 1 of our Bluebonnet Frolics. We will be on the road for the next 3 weeks, reporting to you on Texas Bluebonnets, and of course on the everlasting hunt for the Texas Bluebonnet Field of Dreams of 2016. So we will see you guys on the roads. If you see us, be sure and stop and say hi. Have a good one, and happy first day of spring.